good morning, students. Myself, Etalsa from New LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today, we are going to discuss the subject probability and statistics. And in this subject, we are going to discuss the test of significance for single mean in large sample. As you all know, what is the large sample? If we test the hypothesis for the sample greater than 30, then it is known as large sample. So first, we discuss about the working rule, how to solve significance for single mean of large sample, and that is we start with the given data. We have given sample size n, which is greater than 30, sample mean x bar, and standard deviation sigma. We assume, and population mean. So let's start the working rule. From the given data, we can recognize the given example of the method of single mean of large sample. Working rule are: number one, null hypothesis, that is always mu equal to mu zero. Mu zero is specific value which is already given in the data. The second one is the alternative hypothesis, and you all know alternative hypothesis is denoted by HA, and there are three possibilities: either mu not equal to mu zero, or mu greater than mu zero, or mu less than mu zero. That is depends on the particular example. Third one, level of significance, which is known by, or we can say denoted by alpha. That alpha is already given in the data. If alpha is not given, we have to consider alpha is equal to 0.05. Now, test statistics. For the test statistic Z, the formula is x bar minus mu upon standard deviation sigma upon root n. From this, we have to find the value of mod Z. The second last term, and that is critical value. For the critical value, it is denoted by Z alpha. And the sixth one, last step, that is decision. As usual, decision is if mod Z, by comparing the test statistic value and the critical value, if mod Z is less than Z alpha, null hypothesis is accepted. And if mod Z is greater than Z alpha, null hypothesis is rejected. So, these are the working rule for the single mean of test of significance for single mean of large sample. For the detailed understanding, let's check one example. Here, a random sample of 100 Indian has an average lifespan of 71.8 years with standard deviation of 8.9 years. Can it be concluded that the average lifespan of an Indian is 70 years? So let's start the solution, and we start the solution with the given data, and that is here. See, 100 Indians, that is our sample. So n equal to 100. Average lifespan of 100 Indian is 71.8. So our sample mean is 71.8. Okay. Standard deviation standard deviation sigma is 8.9. And the last, can it be concluded that the average lifespan of Indian is 70 years? So it is about the population. So mu equal to 70 years. Okay. So this is our given data. We'll start the solution. Number 1, null hypothesis. For the null hypothesis, H naught, that is mu equal to mu 0, and our mu 0 is 70. So here mu equal to 70 years. What does it mean? That is the average lifespan of an Indian is 70 years. Average lifespan of an Indian is 70 years. This is our null hypothesis. Now, alternative hypothesis, that is a complementary statement of the null hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis, and that is denoted by HA. So here mu is not equal to 70 years. As mu is not equal to 70 years, so it is two-tailed test. As it is two-tailed test, so we'll move for the third step, and that is level of significance. As level of significance is not given in the given example, that's why we consider alpha is 0.05. Fourth one, test statistic. Formula for test statistic Z is x bar minus mu upon sigma upon root n. Okay, so what is our x bar? X bar is 71.8, mu is 70, sigma is 8.9, and n is 100. So by substituting all these values in this formula and after simplification, we get the answer, and that is 2.02. So as it is positive, modulus of Z is also 2.02. Now, the second last step, and that is critical value. Fifth one, critical value is Z alpha. And as our alpha is 0.05 and we are applying two-tailed test, so value of Z alpha with the normal table, it is 1.96. In the last step, decision, by comparing the statistical value, test statistic Z, and critical value Z alpha, that is your Z is 2.02, Z alpha is 1.96. So your mode Z is greater than Z alpha. Therefore, the null hypothesis is rejected. As null hypothesis is rejected, it means average lifespan of an Indian is not 70 years. Okay, so here average lifespan of an Indian is not 70 years. Okay, so this is the example for the single mean of large sample. Let's move for the test of significance for the difference of mean of large sample. Students, for the difference of mean, we have given two samples and two means. With the help of the two sample and two means, we can check the hypothesis for the difference mean of large sample. So let's start the working rule. So here, first we start with the given data, then after we'll move for the working rule. For the given data, we have two samples N1 and N2. Okay, sample mean. Sample mean is x1 bar and x2 bar. Then population mean. We can assume population mean as mu1 and mu2, right? And it is assumed. And the last one is standard deviation, sigma 1, sigma 2. Now, for the working rule, number 1, first we start with the null hypothesis, mu1 equal to mu2. What does it mean? It means there is no significant difference between the two population mean. Number 2, that is the alternative of the null hypothesis. And here is mu1 not equal to mu2, mu1 greater than mu2, or mu1 less than mu2, right? 3 possibilities are there, and it depends on the particular example. Same way, your third step is level of significance. Level of significance, which is already given in the example. If it is not given, you have to take, it is 5%, or we can say alpha equal to 0.05. Fourth one, here you have to apply the formula, that is Z equal to test statistic and that is Z equal to x1 bar minus x2 bar upon square root of, it is, see here, either you have given population standard deviation or sample standard deviation. So whatever standard deviation you have given, you have to apply here. So this formula is, it is maybe S1 or S2, right? So you have to apply S1 square upon N1 plus S2 square upon N2. Then mod Z, as usual, your second last step is critical value. You have to find your critical value with the help of the normal Z table, right? That is Z alpha. And the last, decision. Decision is by comparing the test statistic Z, mod Z and critical value Z alpha. If mod Z is less than Z alpha, H naught is accepted and is reverse. If mod Z is greater than Z alpha, H naught is rejected. So let's apply this working rule in the example. Let's check. A simple sample of height of 6,400 Englishmen has of 170 centimeter and standard deviation of 6.4 centimeter, while a simple sample of height of 1,600 Americans has a mean of 172 centimeter and the standard deviation of 6.3 centimeter. Do the data indicate that Americans are on the average taller than the Englishmen? Okay, so as per the given data, if we apply this given data into the symbolic form, we have let's start the solution here, and that is N1. N1 is 1,600 and N2, that is 6,400, right? Then X1 bar 172 centimeter, X2 bar, that is 170 centimeter. The last one, standard deviation, S1 6.3, here S2, that is 6.4 centimeter. Okay, So this is our given data. Let's start the working rule. Number 1, null hypothesis. As per the null hypothesis denoted by H naught, as per the rule, my first step is mu1 equal to mu2. Now, what is this mu1 and mu2? Mu1 and mu2 are population mean. What does it mean? There is no significance difference in height of American and Englishmen. Okay. Number 2, alternative hypothesis. And that is mu1 greater than mu2. Because why greater? Here we have to check, do the data indicate that American are on the average taller than the Englishmen? So our alternative is, on an average, Americans' heights is taller, means greater than the English men. Okay, so this is right tail test. Third one, level of significance. Level of significance, again, it is not given, so we'll take alpha equal to 0.05. Next step is test statistic, right? So here, fourth step, test statistic. For the test statistic, Z is equal to x1 bar minus x2 bar upon square root of s1 square upon n1 plus s2 square upon n2. After substituting all value in this formula, we'll get 11.32. So your mode Z is also 11.32. Next one, critical value. Critical value Z alpha. So Z 0.05 and your test is right tail test. So your answer is 2.33. So by comparing decision, by comparing test statistic value and the critical value, we can say that mode Z is greater than Z alpha, right? Therefore, the null hypothesis is rejected. As the null hypothesis is rejected, means Americans are taller than the Englishmen. Americans are taller than Englishmen. So in today's lecture, we discuss about the test the hypothesis about large sample for the single mean and difference of mean. Feel free to contact me for any query. Till that, enjoy the study. Thank you.